Now, some of y'all got good comments. I mean, absolutely, but I just wanted to point this out. Unpaid rent, diaper pill, smells, domestic violence calls, trafficking, etc. are multiple reasons for eviction for J Shed. And, I didn't really think about that. You know what I'm saying? And then, I've gotten the clip of him saying that he met somebody in Findlay, Ohio. He just somebody ran, he made it out like, Lycan 3 is so well known or something. I mean, this dude is obviously sucking his dick real hard, to the point that it's like a Sharon type of moment where she's walking around in Walmart and somebody knows who she is. Look, ain't enough people in this fucking world, watching. He don't have the watch hours. He don't have the watch time. I mean, he don't have the people to be like anywhere close to well known. Get the fuck out of here. You know, but what I particularly found interesting was the meth, because this is just the truth about people on meth. They do this kind of shit. That's true. This may be the reason why it explains his behavior and the way he fucking acts and talks and everything. I mean, and he is like driving a truck, so maybe he, I don't know. Maybe that's the reason for his shit. Who the fuck really knows? Uh, I just think that here's the deal: is that he's full of shit. There's a reason they fucked with you on your rent, on the apartment you were renting. First of all, you're a crypto millionaire, but you're renting an apartment. I mean, you glazed right over that noise. You know, you can't pay it, but you still owe it, and they're still looking for it. But they took all your shit, which would coincide with meth hoarding. I mean, if they locked you out with and took all your shit and started going through all your shit to throw it out, it's because you're doing hoarding as a meth addict. That would make sense, because whenever you start stacking it up in your apartment like that, like the meth heads do, everybody's heard of that shit. We've seen the effects of meth heads, and whenever they live somewhere and they actually have somewhere to live, they start stacking shit in there so deep and so high that it becomes a fire hazard. You got to lock them out of the motherfucker and kick their asses out, because you can't fucking have that shit. Do I think that, because you owe them money for rent, that you wouldn't be able to sue them? Is that a legit reason? No, it can't be. Because just because I owe somebody money doesn't stop me from being able to sue that person. That's not how it works, J Shed. You're full of shit again, I mean, everything that this dude says is just such fucking bullshit. But he's got an answer for everything. It's a bullshit answer, but he's got an answer for everything. It's absolutely laughable. Everything that this dude says, he's a complete and total fucking clown. I've just fucking am beside myself that I ever fucking took this dude seriously at all. I really am just fucking beside myself. I'm totally disappointed that at any point, for any reason ever, did I take this guy seriously at all. And, but I see it, and it's just getting on my nerves harder and harder and harder. It was like a fucking needle in my eye to begin with. And it's just gotten worse, and some of y'all just did a much better job of calling it out before I did. A lot of y'all have done a much better job on, figuring this dude out before I did. Some of these people in this community are just really smart people. They really just are. That's just the way it is. And some of us are a little bit more gullible about shit, you know. But thank you guys for always pointing out the nonsense and helping me out with that. Because sometimes we don't catch it all. As individuals. Y'all are amazing. Y'all really are. And Jay Shed is a fucking nightmare. He really is. He's a disgusting human being. On so many levels. But anyways, I just wanted to put those thoughts out there that, Jay Shed, get the fuck out of here. I can't even believe you say some of the shit you say. You really need to really have somebody really consider about what the fuck you're talking about. Somebody be looking at, hey, I want to say this dumb shit, and somebody say, nah, you shouldn't say that because that's just sounds like bullshit right off the bat. Something you really need somebody to filter the fuck out of you if you're going to be on YouTube. You really do. Because everybody knows that what you're saying is bullshit. Nobody's going to fall for that. Nobody. I mean, you are a lying, snake, conniving son of a bitch. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.